Hello, my name is Gregory D. McCollum, Sr., and this is me reiterating that once again I am running for the President of the United States this electoral season 2020. So you understand that there is a third party candidate out there. Yours truly, I'm running unaffiliated, which means I am not connected to any political party. So basically, everything I do for the American people and no political party. I mean, if political parties want to get down with me, endorse me, whatever, I'm okay with that. But I'm not part of any of it. I have no political affiliations with anybody. So therefore, I'm definitely there to get things done because I ain't got no time for no BS dealing with the other two parties in place. So with that what first said, I would also recommend that those of you who are also stressed with these two particular parties, we're not going to mention said names yet, y'all should look into some of the other parties that do exist out there. Probably, well, I will be letting you know a couple of other parties out there that may interest y'all if y'all don't know about the additional parties that's out there and haven't done your research until I've gotten to the next video. Yeah, so I guess we can just end that for the 2 minutes. Uh, so first we're going to talk about that orange turd that we currently got in the office. But we're not going to stress it too much right now because we're probably going to make a few more videos about the orange turd in office. And I mean, y'all basically know he's an idiot, he's stupid, he don't know what the hell he's doing. Some people may want to try to give him props from some things, but I mean, at the end of the day, the overall record shows what it shows. You can lie as much as you want. You can try to do the alternative facts things if you want, whatever. And nobody really caring. And there's a lot of people that's tired of the BS. So I don't know how you want to work this one out this time around. But I mean, cheating is cheating. And I'm gonna do just like you said, because I pretty much already know how this is going to really work out. So if you win again, orange turd, I'm gonna have to say these elections were rigged, something like that. You done paid somebody off, you done hired somebody to rig up something, because yeah, I already know how this is gonna turn out, and you should not be winning, no matter how you see it. You know you's a lost cause. You done had many a chances to, how we say, redeem yourself, but because of your narcissistic ways, you was incapable of doing so. Henceforth, why we got this spike of coronavirus happening in the South that I knew was going to happen anyway. But I mean, anybody could have told you it was going to happen, and then when they started acting up, and you encouraged that behavior, yeah, that's what made it the way it is now. So, thanks for that, orange turd. I mean, excuse me, I shouldn't be thanking you for that. They should be thanking you for that because, them is constituents. So, I mean, yeah, bye. You're going bye-bye. I was going to talk a little bit about Biden. Right, yeah. Let's move on. Okay. So, right. One of the first things y'all want, especially when I get my web page up running, hopefully by the end of the week, y'all will see one of the things about energy conservation that I would like to work on. I mean, New Green Deal sounds nice. It could be improved on. And most importantly, with that, I am really trying to bring about low cost and no cost energy. Things that could have been done since the 70s. But, due to that corporate greed, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was more worried about putting that money in their pocket than giving you people free energy so, you can live your lives a little bit better. Companies could have actually done a whole lot better too because, that would have been one overhead that they didn't have to worry about. And I can't really say if mom and pop businesses would have still been in, business if the oligarchy still would have took over like it did in the 80s. But, I mean, we still could have been living somewhat good. I mean, fuck around, they just probably would have just charged us for the energy knowing that it was free and it freaking, you know, really didn't cost much anyway, and still probably would have just charged us the high prices that they really did. But we gonna make sure that can't happen. But definitely, there are ways to help bring low cost energy to you, the people. Like I said, and if it's done right, we can technically give it to you for free if done right, or depending on which type of technology we use. I personally was somewhat against, uh, yeah, reactors, nuclear reactors, but also found out some information about nuclear reactors back in the days. I already know, I know we all know why it was changed, but there was a safer grade of freaking, how you say it, you call it radium, that was being used prior to plutonium, since plutonium is the so-called weapons grade radium. So, yeah, nuclear power plants could be safer if using the right material. So so at this particular time, I'm saying that I had, where I was going to take nuclear off the table, I'm looking at keeping it on the table because, yeah, it is a good source of energy, low cost, that can be done. And there's other knowledge that I've, acquired that if, like I said, once again done right, this would be definitely energy we could utilize for an extended period of time in a safe manner and wouldn't really have to, it'll definitely pay for itself because the majority of the energy would come from it in itself. A lot of people out in the field, they actually know what I'm talking about. A little bit more complicated than what I'm saying. I'm like, we're on some real layman's term shit right now. So, yeah, definitely still going to look into hydro and wind, but I'm going to look into a little bit more of those carefully. Hydro, I would consider a little bit more safer for the environment overall than wind because of the ways you can access it and not really do too much damage to the environment in the process. Unfortunately, turbines, especially the big ones that we see, can cause a little bit of a problem. But I'm sure being in America the way that we are, with all the high innovative technical people out there, we could probably find a way to make that work in a whole lot better manner. And if somebody willing to come up with that damn 0 point energy, yeah, I said it, 0 point energy, then I can definitely get it for free. So we're going to work on all those things right there. A lot of people are going to hate that, but yeah, we're going to work on that right there. And yeah, I don't know what thing this one on. Okay, let's see that. So, with that being said and done, definitely hope solar panels as well, because I mean, yeah, I know there's a little iffy problem with solar panels, but I know they already, since that's already been that technology that's already been out, and we've been pretty much using already, and people have been working their magic, making it better, more cost efficient, and safer for the environment, and all those other good things that they're supposed to be doing, and all that other good stuff. So yeah, I can definitely see a better and more energy efficient and independent America during and after my presidency. Nobody tries to fuck it up after the fact. The next thing is definitely, healthcare. Everybody's talking about the healthcare. I can tell you pretty much now, I don't know if it's kicked in already or not, because if you go online, if you're trying to have healthcare, they're still talking about Obamacare, even though they're talking about Trump care as well, and blah, 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 blah. But I know that, unfortunately, in the Orange Turds care, he took out a lot of things that actually could help the people out and prevented us from getting fucked over by, pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies and stuff like that. You know, his homies, the rich people that you're always talking about, his cronies. And yeah, so he got a lot of that shit out of there. That's making it difficult for us. I don't know when that's going to take place, because sometimes, you know, people are a little iffy on how they like to work things out when they hit. Because if he would have made it the way it's set up, if he would have did it right when he became president, we would have been fucked up in the game more so if Obamacare wasn't hanging around a little bit more. Excuse me, it's not Obamacare. It's American freaking Affordable Care Act. Call it the ACA. Call it what it was. Affordable Care Act. Okay? Because it was good, actually good plan for what it was worth. Still probably needed a little tweaking and stuff like that. But part of my plan would be to freaking, put back what Trump took out, first off, that benefited us, and then look at what can be tweaked to make it better. Hey, that's the way you're supposed to do shit, right, government? And that way you're supposed to do things. Democrats and Republicans come together, put some shit together, tweak it to make it better. That's the way the government is supposed to work. That's what I thought, right? Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to work, you dumbasses. So, yeah, definitely gonna do some more additional healthcare reform. That's in itself. Before I get on to the next one, we're gonna definitely do, how you say it, yeah. 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 Oh shit, no, because I didn't have it. What the fuck? Hold on. Give me a second. I didn't have it written down. Alright. Right. COVID-19. Let's start with that. I had something else. Oh yeah. Education. I almost forgot about education. I did forget to write it down. That's what it was. But yeah. Education. First thing we're going to do, I don't give a fuck what nobody says about public education. I know a whole lot better than a whole lot of other you people, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers wasn't just paying attention to what the fuck was going on. Now, definitely, I was trying to avoid this, but my shit might get shut down now. Damn. But for those of you who was not paying attention, public schools were being defunded in the effort to prop up schools for profit. In other words, the private school industry felt they was not getting enough of your money. And when y'all allowed the oligarchy to take over in the 80s, that was their goal. And they did a fine job at it. Y'all was all blessing and praising charter schools in the 90s. But now they're still getting the same damn ratings as those schools that they took over, and that a lot of y'all fucked over back in the days. Instead of just giving them the money back, we're putting the money into the public schools to make them better. Y'all figured it'd be better to take our tax dollars to make vouchers to give to charter schools to say that y'all improving the life of the children. Part of the problem with a lot of the charter schools at the time was that they being put in public schools, robbing the public schools, and not paying their fair share in rent, taking up the majority of the schools, and all that other good stuff, shutting down the public school programs, putting their programs, defunding public school programs, period. All the good stuff that would have made the public school program system better, but yet they decided to defund it to force your young children to pay for school, because obviously college wasn't enough place to give money for Trump's kind of cronies that's been in government since the 80s. One thing your boy Bernie got right is that we're not living in just a plain old capitalist society. Most societies, if you haven't really been paying attention, which a lot of you haven't, runs on a dualism. What I mean by dualism is that, let's use one of your favorite ones, because they're kicking our asses right now, especially thanks to Trump. China. At one time, you may have considered them just an all-out communist country. But today, you have to realize and recognize them for what they're worth and what they really are. And today, they are a communist capitalist society. Most of your European countries are socialist capitalist societies. They run on two isms. Two. Now, technically, America should be running on socialist and capitalism. But we're not. If you pay attention, we are rolling with a capitalist oligarchy because business controls government, not the people. If you think we the people control government, you're stupid. You haven't been paying attention, and that's why we're getting fucked over the way we're getting fucked over. We live in a capitalist oligarchy damn system. Corporations control government. And as long as you keep on electing Democrats and Republicans as your president and not paying attention to who you putting in Congress and them House of Representatives and them Senate seats, and not realizing that they're coming from these corporations, and for those of those supposed to be career politicians, taking all that money from these corporations to put into their pockets, then you're not paying attention. Henceforth, why Trump won in 2016. I don't care if you didn't like Hillary, because I didn't vote for Hillary either, but I voted. I didn't vote for Donald Trump either, but I voted because there was a third-party candidate on the ticket that obviously nobody cared about or paid attention about, and that was Jill Stein from the Green Party. Maybe if y'all would have elected her, things would have been a little different right now. Maybe we wouldn't have the coronavirus problem right now. Maybe we wouldn't be having the riots and we wouldn't be having the protesters out in the street right now. The riots are certainly definitely different if you have been paying attention. That's Antifa. That's a totally different group right there. They also obviously not paying attention to what's going on because they're an anti-fascist group trying to fight against the oligarchy. There's a difference. Yes, fascism is actually different than oligarchy too. Learn your isms while we at it, okay? So, freaking definitely that. We need to get out of the oligarchy capitalist society, move back into the socialist capitalist society. The social capitalist society can work when done properly. And for all you people, especially if you're Christian, if you're complaining and bitching about a socialist system half-ass being in place, then you need to look to your boy Jesus, because obviously you're missing something. Your boy Jesus, if he was alive now, he'd be a socialist. Not a communist or any of the other ones. Definitely not a fascist. So, yeah. Learn your shit. And I guess, and you see, I actually touched on the protest on the rise. I'm touched back a little bit more on the protest on the rise again. So now with the protest and the rise, right, you understand these are two different entities working. You have the Black Lives Matters and you have Antifa. All the freaking damage and destruction that you've been seeing and that's been being promoted, and unfortunately I'm going to have to say, well, you stupid black people that decide to partake in that instead of partaking in your movement, once again I tell you, you're stupid because you made the movement look bad. And you always, niggas like y'all have a bad habit of doing it. Stop being fucking selfish when it comes to the cause. The protesters were peaceful, they were doing their thing. But then you're allowed and let the anarchists get into the shit, and then instead of all situations stopping them, you partook in some of the bullshit and it made you look bad. Stop looking bad and stop letting motherfuckers like them disrupt your shit. This is America. They freaking got rights to the First Amendment, just like you got rights to the First Amendment, just like everybody got rights to the First Amendment. If these motherfuckers need a voice or feel they need to fucking speak their voice, then they should speak their fucking voice on their own like everybody else do when they have fucking issues. Antifa, you got issues with government, take it up on government on your own terms and stop hijacking everybody else's shit. Plain and motherfucking simple. First Amendment, I know y'all know it. Definitely the Second Amendment, I know now y'all know it, because your half-ass tried to use it for the child shit. Alright? And obviously you can see that didn't work, because, yeah, y'all stupid. Once again, do your own goddamn thing if you want to make a point. Stop hijacking everybody else's shit. And Black Lives Matter, stop letting motherfuckers hijack your shit. Okay? Good go. I don't know what else I could talk about right now. I expected this video to be a little bit longer, but fuck it. I'll cut it off right here. Hopefully it actually plays. Oh, matter of fact, I throw this out here as well. Right? There are a couple of people out there I would like to work with, a couple of Democrats. You see them all when they, decided to, replay the Republican freaking shit from freaking damn, 2016? Yeah, no, from freaking when Obama left 2012? Yeah. 2016? When he left in 2016, and debacle at the damn debates that y'all had. Yeah, I'm calling it out. Why did y'all have the fucking damn Republican debacle for debate? Y'all didn't need 20 people on the stage for us to choose from. Y'all could have limited it to 5. Y'all all pretty much damn had the same damn ideas and shit like that. Y'all could have limited it to 5. Y'all could have probably limited it to 2. And just freaking told everybody to take sides and freaking work something out. That probably would have been a better strategy. But, it's too late now. Because, thanks to that strategy, Trump won. So, yeah. So, we all know y'all actually rethinking Biden and stuff like that. So, yeah. I know y'all still gonna probably push him because y'all think he can beat Trump, but it's not gonna work. He's gonna lose. Because he done already fucked up. And I don't know if y'all seen it yet or paying it any attention, but he already fucked up. So, winning is gonna be really hard for him. But there was a couple of people on that stage that actually had some good ideas. Some things I actually wasn't thinking about. Some things I know I can definitely improve on. And yeah, I probably might want to try to holler at me. Freaking Cortez, Bernie, freaking Andrew. I like y'all. There are a couple other people I get to y'all later on some other topics and stuff like that. This is probably going to be my last time even trying to reach out to them. I guess they just have to see what happens when it happens in the future. But yeah, I won't have no problems with any of the other political parties out there that would like to endorse me. You ain't got to support me or put me on those ballots for y'all stuff or nothing like that. But endorse me because, I would actually like to see a lot more of the other parties in Congress. That's the type of diversity we need in Congress. Not just by people of different ethnicities, but all you other different parties as well. Because then maybe we would have less bickering back and forth between the two siblings that we got up in there right now. So I should definitely start looking a little bit more of doing more local government and freaking, like I said, House of Representatives and the Senate to get your numbers up. For those of you, to help y'all out, throw y'all a bone. For those of you who are in the Republican and the Democratic Party and getting tired of them and actually want to feel the need to want to change parties, you can look into other parties like the Marijuana Party, the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, the Constitutional Party, who else? The Working Family Party, a couple more parties, but I just named 6 right there, and there's more. But it's going to be up to y'all to do the research. I ain't doing the damn research for y'all. So y'all actually want to abandon the Republican and the Democratic parties. Those 6 parties I just named right there actually have some policies that go along the lines of those 2 parties as well. Especially like the Libertarian Party, they somewhat align with the freaking Republican Party, but they not as ruthless, trying to kill everybody off like the Republican Party. They actually trying to, do a little bit something Like I said, the Green Party, y'all missed out with Jill Stein, especially if you want to try to get the friggin' damn globe right. You know what I'm saying? Ecosystem is a very important thing. Stupid turd, you already know what he did with the climate thing. So, yeah, like I said, marijuana party, I mean, they're only in one state, but show them some love, help them get out to some more states, you know what I'm saying? People get to know about you. Go do the research on all these other parties to see which ones align with your values and your thoughts and whatever, if you're really not trying to be with them. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just telling you to, you don't have to leave your party to vote for me. Like I said, I'm unaffiliated. So all you have to do is just act like that rebel child and vote for me instead of for whoever your party decides to. Well, we know Trump for the turd for the Republicans, and it appears to be Biden for the Democrats. So, yeah, do the research. You may not be able to pull it off this time around, but definitely do the research to work on the first. Yeah, the research with other parties. And I think I actually ran longer than I wanted to with this video now. So I will say I'll talk to you later. You can look for at least about another 2 or 3 videos further explaining my policies that I just put forth, and probably reiterating on the ones I just put forth, and probably coming up with some more other stuff to talk about a little bit more in depth, especially if any of y'all decide to want to send me questions about stuff like that. These are really stupid ones. Go back and look. Go back and look at my original video for candidacy, and you understand. No stupid questions. Outside of that, I'd like to say peace, love, and enlightenment. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.